Good evening, guys. I'm going to be talking today about an old news story. The mayor of California, that just like Obama and Hillary and Bush's, they seem to want criminals to thrive in the United States. Okay? So Donald Trump has done an initiative, which I think is a very wise thing, to get rid of, what do they call them, M13s or whatever, gang members that are illegally in the country. And of course, the word illegal, okay, illegal immigrants. So they don't belong in the country, and over half of them have felonies, right? So he is saying, hey, round these people up. But this lady, Libby Schaaf, okay, is saying on public television, warning these criminals that ICE is coming for them. And of course, ICE is associated with the female, right? The sun is the fire, and the moon is the ice, which is male and female, masculine, feminine, right? Same as FEMA, female, right? Same thing. So let's take a look at the word Libby. Okay, first it starts with the word lie, Illuminati backwards, right? BB is 22, which is 1111, okay? So you've got 911, and if anybody can't add, 11 plus 11 is 22, which is the letter V. It's the female symbol of Eve, right? Eve bites the apple. Matter of fact, Libby in Gematria is the same as apple. We know that APP is 33 in Gematria, electricity. So apple is not what you think it is. It just means Jesus died at 33, the 33rd level Freemasons. 33 is the crown chakra of the moon. There's 33 bones in your spinal cord, right? The stairway to heaven. And of course, electricity is Elohim, okay? El. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 1 and 7 is 8, which is God in Gematria. 8 is the two circles, right? The two female. In other words, the left brain is female and the right brain is female. And no, I'm not talking vaginas, okay? I'm talking about the spiritual. Both the left brain and the right brain are spiritual. That's what the word 8 means. Also, you need to look up the tarot card. 8 is courage, which somehow they put at the top. And of course, 11 is the judgment card, right? Or 10. So it's funny, Libby in Gematria is hunter, Grateful Dead, curtain, the Iron Curtain, like Russia, apple, and Bush, like President Bush. And of course, Bush tweeted and said, leave our immigrants alone. We need these criminals here to commit crimes so that we can have school shootings and false flag events, and to where we can, because quite honestly, when you look at statistics, crimes are down. So let's talk about how Libby Schaaf loves the police, okay? And Schaaf in Gematria is death, fire, and it's also Noah, and it also has the symbol 911 in it. SC is 22, all right, and HA, like Noah, is 9. So you have 911, 911, okay? I don't think that's a coincidence, okay? Remember, God is the matrix, and if you use mathematics, you can figure out who's good and who is evil. The numerology always works, guys. Because we're literally living in a matrix. And it's not a coincidence that these people have these names. And God is in control of everything. So he left these, what I call Da Vinci codes for us. Okay, they're codes. And if you have a higher mind, if you have a spiritual brain, you can see these codes. They're very plain to see. For the left brainers, it's just a coincidence. Where's the ball, George? And they laugh at you. They think all this stuff's funny. Oh, really? So the voice of God created the earth. A voice is a frequency, which is mathematics, by the way. You can measure a voice with mathematics. All voices have different frequencies, right? But you don't believe in, matter of fact, you look at a computer screen all day. It's made of ones and zeros. You live on a planet, internet, network TV, 10 backwards. Ones and zeros is 10, okay? You live on a planet, but you don't believe. How is you're looking at a computer screen, it's made with ones and zeros, but you don't think mathematics has anything to do with the world that we live in, the matrix, the new test of the mental. Sure it does. Okay, so it's not a coincidence that Schaaf means death. All right, so whose life did this mayor put in danger by publicly announcing to illegal immigrants that ICE was coming to arrest you? So instead of arresting 800, they arrested 232. That's not a coincidence either. 32 is Ram Obama. Okay. 32, 33, 34 is a number 7. These numbers aren't coincidence. And of course, 800 is the symbol of God. So they don't pick these numbers randomly, guys. So 8, 7, 8, that's 15 in gematria, which is the letter O for the female. The female symbol is the letter O. The male symbol is the square that you put on your head when you graduate, and the female symbol is the circle. Okay, so if you're a police officer and you're mayor, you were told by the President of the United States, and we know that we have a serious crime problem with illegal immigrants right now. This is a fact. To go arrest these illegal immigrants because they're illegally in the country. And she's going to warn them and put the police officers in danger. Oh, yes, the Democrats really love the police. That's why they're giving police and criminal cabals money to stage false arrest against us conservatives. This is what I keep trying to tell you. They're hiring police with stolen money from the United States to pay police to falsely arrest conservatives. I mean, I've been telling you this for years, that it's not a coincidence that I was arrested, my guns were sieged, and the guy that I had evidence for him to be arrested, they refused to arrest him. Just like this mayor refuses to arrest, illegal immigrants, because this guy probably was an illegal immigrant, or he was working for Antifa or something, okay, or George Soros or whatever, private security corporations. If they arrest this kid, the one that staged my arrest, because I did what any American person would do, I would come outside and try to protect my family. That's all I was doing. But according to the St. Tammany Parish Police Department, protecting your family is illegal, and that you should get charged 2 felonies for protecting your dogs, your house, your family. So that's illegal, according to the St. Tammany Parish Police Department. That has also signed a contract with Hollywood, A&E, Universal Studios. So obviously, and then when they wrote it up, it sounded like I was some kind of lunatic, because I was woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning and some guy was using an electromagnetic weapon to either try to stop my heart, kill me, or either hack my computers or whatever, or harass my dogs with ultrasonic radiation. We know about these directed energy weapons that the criminally insane have and use against us to kill us with they're heart attack weapons, is what they are. They give you a heart attack. It's microwave, ultrasonic, scalar technology. All right, so let's get back to this. Libby Schaaf, California mayor, is going to warn criminals that ICE is coming. Are you not paying? And then she gets up and says, I'm willing to go to jail for this. Why? Because just like the Devil's Advocate movie, Satan is a lawyer. Obama and Hillary are lawyers. So they figure out loopholes for people to commit crimes. Guys, all I know is that if somebody came to me and said, hey, we're going to arrest your friend, and if you don't tell me where they're at, that's obstruction of justice. This lady, Schaaf, should be arrested for, okay, there were 800. Okay, 800 minus 232, do the math. She should be arrested for that many counts of coercion and obstruction of justice, and amongst many other crimes, putting police in jeopardy. And I've always been a fan of good police, as long as you're doing, sheriff is the she. You're supposed to be the female spiritual. You're supposed to be protecting the human beings, not the corporations. I love sheriffs that protect human beings, not corporations. If you're a sheriff and you're protecting corporations, you shouldn't be a sheriff. You're a fraud, because we elected you, okay? The human beings elected you, but you're going to portray us just like Judas Iscariot, and then you're going to do what the corporations want you to do. You will be judged for your work, sheriff. And there's a lot of great sheriffs out there. But I tell you, certainly not Israel, Scott Israel. That guy should resign. That's ridiculous. And then he gets on TV and says, "Oh, it's everybody else's fault. It's Trump's fault. It's the gun's fault." But he's got officers that refuse to move in on a shooting. It's because it was staged. Simple as that. If you're an officer and you refuse to move in, then you know something that somebody else doesn't know. It's that simple, guys. So you're either a full-blown coward or, and certainly, what was the other police department? I forgot. They weren't cowards. They moved in. But these people were told to stand down. So I'm sorry to tell you, Scott Israel. Scott in Gematria is the same as saying Christ. Israel, Isis, Ra, and El. I don't think that's a coincidence either. Christ, Israel, the double crosser, 2020 vision, 2 T's. Scott, not a coincidence, people. God's trying to tell you something. This guy's claiming that he's Isis, Ra, and El, Israel. Where does the tax dollars from your employee taxes go to? Israel, AIPAC. Might want to look that one up. So basically, when you pay employee taxes, you fund the killing of Palestinians. And you don't think that's spiritual warfare? Well, it's against my religion to give money to people that kill other people, especially good people. Okay? If you're gonna take out the bad guy, I don't have a problem with that. But I know that Palestinians have no weapons, no guns, they're helpless. And Israel has all the guns. And that means that the Palestinians are God's people. I certainly don't want to fund AIPAC and kill God's people. Do you? Well, people do it all day long. They do it when they file their taxes. Good luck with that. Good luck with facing God and financing the murder of God's people through your works. You will be judged for your works. All right, guys, that's it. Look it up. Libby Schaaf is going to put the police in jeopardy and try to warn the criminals, obstruction of justice, that, and many other crimes, by the way, treason, because it was under president's order, okay? So he violated an executive order, a president's order. She violated. So Californians, unbelievable. They're liberal